Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Franklin and Douglas, where we talk about current events and give you bad advice. I'm Franklin, coming to you live from the state of California, led by Big Dick Gavin Newsom. Bitch. And with me, as always, is my buddy Douglas. Double D, how's it going?
Buddy, it's going great with the big dick.
With the big dick Daddy Newsom.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, yes,
Well,
yes.
the Ohio governor is not big dick. I can tell you that much. So we're a little jealous over here.
Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous.
Buddy, besides big dicks and ice, how's your week going?
My week has been fabulous. If you remember, a couple of, I think several episodes back, I reviewed Jason Momoa's vodka.
Oh,
Remember that?
yes. I still haven't gotten it
And
yet. I'm waiting for my shipment.
well, he heard about my review and
Oh,
sent me an autographed bottle.
shut the
You
front
see
door.
that? See that?
Oh, look at that.
Okay. So this is autographed by him and his co-founder Blaine.
Oh,
so
Blaine.
so yes, okay. So yeah, I got that bottle and with a big thanks. I don't know if he really listened to it, but I did submit my information. And I got an autographed bottle. So I was like, score.
You should
You
have
know, I love
added a
that.
link to the podcast at least when you
I
sent it to
mean, I did talk about it, but so
him.
I am also doing another Audible. I know our viewers rather, were excited about the book that I listened to last week, and so this week I am listening to a book. Well, I actually finished it already. It's called "Thirst for Sin" by Kennedy Lane, and it's a suspense thriller. So
Oh,
yeah, it's really good too. And so I already finished the first one, and it's a series. So I'll be starting that Monday
it
when I get
sounds
to
like your
work.
autobiography, Thirst for Sin.
You know it is, right?
Them sinners.
So yeah, it was a really good listen, and I really enjoyed it, and so I can't wait to get to the next series there.
Awesome.
So, yeah. And so, if any of our listeners have any other suggestions for me, as you know, I love true crime as well as, mysteries and thrillers. Give me, some suggestions, and I would love to listen to anything that you have. So, with that, how was your week? Double D?
Well, my week was, we since the last podcast, we said it was Pride weekend out here. So, the normal questions from the straight coworkers, how many orgies were you in last weekend? Like how many trains
Oh
did
my
you
God.
run? And it's
Oh,
like,
sweet Jesus.
it's like I'm not that kind of gay people. I'm boring. So,
Yeah,
but
very.
but I'm also gonna be pimping out a couple things on today's show. So first off, I'm wearing a shirt from the Double Club in New Orleans. Our good friend Mel, her son, owns the bar down there. So if you're ever in
Yes.
New Orleans, go to the Double Club and tell
So, is it
Dom.
New Orleans or is it New Orleans?
I don't know. I'm from the Midwest. That's how
Is
I
it
say it.
Baltimore, Maryland, or is it Baltimore,
Right.
Maryland's?
I say New Orleans.
New, okay.
Or
Yes,
Orleans. Orleans, is that how
New
they say it?
Orleans.
I don't
New
know.
Orleans. That's how I've always pronounced it. I don't know.
But yeah,
Either
if you
way.
ever go down there, tell Dom that Franklin and Douglas sent you, and he will probably look at you like, "Who?" And
We knew him when he was a baby,
just a
so.
baby, I know, all grown up. But
Ugh.
also wanted to we usually have a game night at my house once a week, and so I recently picked up these games, Don't Get Stabbed and The Unseen. So
Okay.
these are games that were made by an LGBTQ creator here in Ohio. So
Shocking.
got got to represent the gays. So just wanted to again just pimp those games out. We had a lot of fun playing them. They're actually like pretty quick games. It's not like playing Monopoly where you're there all night on one game.
Okay.
So yeah,
We
so
got to get back to our game night as well, our online game night. We keep saying that, but we never do it. So,
hey, if people want to
what was
see
it?
us
What was
stream Uno, let us
no? What
know.
was the other one that we used to play a lot of? It was
Jackbox?
yes,
Yeah.
that's what it was. Those were fun.
Ooh, we could
Yeah,
have a community Jackbox night one night.
I think that would be amazing.
So with all that, what you got for me, buddy?
Well, it's Diddy time.
Woo! Get out the baby oil.
Definitely. So let's get into what is has been going on with Sean Combs, aka Puffy, Puff
Mhm.
Daddy, P Diddy, Diddy, Puff, and Love. I'm like, dang, that's all your names as well, too. So I don't know.
Well, what are they calling him in jail is what I want to know.
Daddy, that's what they calling him. So the federal trial is currently underway in Lower Manhattan, New York.
Yes.
Is it New York? New Yorker. What your girls is saying? I'm from New York.
Say, I'm walking over here. I don't know.
Walking. Well, following his September the 24th arrest, and mind you, side note on this, he's been in jail ever since.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
being arrested since September the 24th, and
Wow.
his charges include racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking by force,
Ooh.
fraud,
Oh.
co- fraud, transportation to engage in prostitution. Okay.
Yes. Give me that ride.
If convicted, Sean Sean Combs could face sentencing ranging up to 15 years to life in prison. All right. The trial commenced May 5th of this year. Opening statements and witness testimony began May 12th.
Mm.
The prosecution alleges that Diddy utilized his celebrity status to coerce women into participating in sex acts, often including drugs, escorts referred to as the freak offs. All right.
Yes. I mean, not yes, but
Yes. The defense contends that these encounters were consensual and a part of a swingers lifestyle. And Double
oh,
D, you know all too well about that,
I
don't you?
do actually. Not that I
Right, right.
participate, but I've
Just
known
sitting there
many
watching.
swingers in my life sitting across
You
from the bar.
you what did you say? You were a slut when I met you. Okay. So far, 7 women have testified detailing various forms of abuse, including physical assault, forced labor, and sexual, yeah, exploitation. That's a
Oh.
lot. I mean, it sounds like a 9 to 5 to me. I mean, whatever.
Sounds like a normal weekend.
Right. Notably, former girlfriend Cassie Ventura
Oh,
provided testimony supported by videos and eyewitness accounts describing a decade of abuse. A decade of abuse. Okay.
yep.
I'm like, really? That long? Another accuser, identified as Jane, recounted psychological and financial manipulation,
Mm.
including being given an ecstasy pill during an argument. Now, I mean, what did he do? Did he toss it in her mouth while she was yelling at him?
Yeah. I
Or did he do the Bill Cosby? I'm trying to figure out how that happened. Okay.
I say not the victim blame, but yeah, how did in the middle of an argument were you convinced to take a pill?
Okay. You're just like, bloop. Okay.
Yeah,
So
what is this? Or the Snickers commercials? Was he just like, here, take one of these, you'll feel better
yeah,
when you eat something?
yeah, looks like you're a little hungry, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not funny, but it is.
Yeah.
So, in court, apparently Diddy has been observed using his celebrity persona in
Mhm.
court, smiling, gesturing to the jury, and the judge reprimanded him a couple of times for interacting with the jurors, warning that such behavior could lead him to be removed from the trial. So he needs to chill out with all that.
Right.
So, one of the, I guess, one of the pieces of evidence that was submitted was a surveillance video back in 2016 from the Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles. The footage allegedly shows Diddy assaulting his then girlfriend, Cassie, um, and the hotel security supervisor by the name of Eddie Garcia testified that Combs paid him $100,000 to obtain and suppress the video.
What?
Yes. So Garcia also signed a non-disclosure agreement with worth $1 million that he would have to pay if breach of penalty if he told anybody. Right.
Mhm.
This incident supports the prosecution's claim of obstruction of justice and attempts to conceal criminal behavior. Now, first of all, I would have asked for a lot more than $100,000.
Right.
I would have needed enough money to get out of the country and start a new life
Right.
because $100,000 is not enough. It's just not. It says you're broke here in California for you're making $100,000 a year. Um, so now the potential impact of this trial, has if Diddy gets convicted,
Mhm.
he could, like I said, go to jail for life. But also, the industry itself, the entertainment industry, it could also see some substantial, blowback on this because everybody went to the freak offs.
Right.
Everybody went to the white parties. You see the pictures of, the Leonardo DiCaprios, all of these big name stars in these pictures. And everybody claims that they knew nothing about all of this stuff that was going on, which I find hard to believe,
That's
right?
not what Cat Williams says.
A cat told the truth, right?
Mhm.
So the trial is expected to conclude July the 4th, which probably would be July the 3rd because the 4th is a holiday. But it's supposed to conclude that week. Now, here is a hard hitting question for you. All
Uh-oh.
right.
Yeah.
Do we stop playing all of his music? Because I mean, I'm still listening to R. Kelly, and Diddy has given us a lot of great hits.
Yeah.
So, what do we do?
I mean, that's a tough one, right? Well, I would have to say, like, I don't seek out Diddy's music. Like, I'm not popping in like, the Diddy CD or 8-track or whatever it is you got going on. Like,
What is that?
like usually it just plays on the radio for me. So it's like, oops, kind of thing. Like, and I'm too lazy to change the channel kind of thing. So
Right.
I blame the radio stations then, not my fault.
And he has, he's on everybody's music.
Yes, yes.
I
That's
mean,
yeah.
everybody. He's like, this is the remix, and Diddy is on there. I think that one time we were in Vegas, they were in the hotel. They were blasting Diddy music all
Yeah.
over. And we were like, ooh, you know?
It was a
So
pro Diddy weekend out there in when was that?
in
November, October? October?
yeah. And that was after he got arrested, right?
Yeah, yeah. It was after, yep.
So I mean, I don't know. And I just recently, I think the BET Awards, some of the one of the artists, I forget who it was, they were singing Diddy songs.
Well,
So
yeah, probably
I
because
mean,
from
what's
jail, he's just
acceptable?
like, "You need to make me look good out there on the other side, or else I'm coming for you next."
Right, right. And Diddy is all gray, because he don't have all that going on in the jailhouse, right?
They don't
Can't get
got the
that hair
hair dye.
dyed.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, it's a trip. It's like through my Spotify, I have a lot of music, but again, a lot of Diddy is in everybody's music.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's not like R. Kelly, but every now and
Yeah.
then I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind.
I'd say if he's, like, in the background, whatever he produces, like, I'm sort of support the original artist because you don't know
Right?
what they actually went through or what their agreement
They went through the
was.
freak offs as well.
I mean, that's why your girl
Baby oil.
Oprah is so quiet, you know?
Oprah.
Oprah's got her fingers in everything.
Everything, including Gail. Oh my gosh. That was so horrible.
On Pride Month, really? Um,
Oh, man.
did you hear about one of the jurors? I believe is going to be getting excused.
Right. This that just happened this past Friday, where one of the jurors apparently they have found out that he lied to get on the jury, perhaps,
Yeah.
meaning where he lived and whatnot, and all of his answers are changing and stuff. So
Yes.
he, he
It's
may
like
get kicked off, and then they'll have an alternate juror that will come in
he was
to
like,
replace
"Yeah,
him.
I'm living with my girlfriend in New Jersey. Well, my girlfriend's daughter lives in New Jersey. Well, I stay with my
Right,
aunt in
right.
New York. Well, no, I have an apartment." Like
Everybody.
it just changed
He
every
just kept
week.
going back and forth, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Dude, you from California."
You just want to be on
So, yeah,
TV.
he sure does. He just wanted to be on the Diddy trial. So, yeah,
Mm.
he will probably replace and he probably could get in trouble as well.
Oh, really?
Um, yeah, because I mean, you can't lie when you're doing the jury thing, right? You can get in trouble for that.
I don't know. I've never been
Could he go to
selected to
jail?
be on jury.
Okay.
I was waiting
Yeah.
for the call from Diddy to like show up, but
No,
apparently not.
they're like, no, take him off the list.
Like I'm sure I'm still okay in some New York record out there that they could call me in, but
Right. Well, with that, what advice would you have for Diddy?
oh, well, as always, we remind our audience and Diddy and his legal team that we are not trained professionals and our advice
Nope.
should not be taken seriously. But
No.
what qualifications do we have, Franklin?
Well, if we survive the Castros 2 for 1 night without being sex trafficked by Diddy and his gang and that man in the white van, then we are qualified to lead you through life's challenges. Hit me with it.
Nor have we been given pills in the middle of arguments. Or
Okay.
or maybe
Bloop.
I have. I don't know.
I think you have.
So today we are going to be pulling our questions from Reddit's advice and Am I the Asshole categories.
You are.
Thanks. If you would like us to answer your request for advice, please DM us on our socials or comment. Maybe your question will appear on the next episode.
Okay.
All right. So let's get a little bit of like relationship advice here. See maybe
Ooh,
like what advice Diddy might have for
things we
this.
know so much about, right?
I know. So this one is a 40-year-old female is grossed out over nearly everything my husband, who's 40 years old, does. How do I get over it? So
Divorce.
they go on to say, I, a 40-year-old female, and my husband, 40-year-old male, have been together since high school. I mean,
Mm,
already.
already too much.
We have built a financially stable and respectful relationship. He is a
Respectful.
respectable. He is
That-
a great father and role model to our young children. He does equal share around the house, laundry, cooking, parenting, etc. Sounds great, right?
really does sound like a great partnership there.
Right? Over the past 3 to 5 years, I'm continuously finding him less and less attractive. We've
Uh-oh.
yeah, it's happening. We've been to
Here we go.
counseling together over this, and we've had many peaceful conversations, but nothing seems to improve from my perspective. I'm, I'm going to list a few examples, and before Reddit jumps on me saying these things are stupid, please understand we've been together for a long time, and all the little things eventually snowball into big things. I mean,
Okay.
word.
Wow.
Not even a long time. Give me a week. It already starts
Mm,
snowballing. But
a
uh,
day.
he forgets about 70% of our conversations. Sounds like someone else I know.
Ooh,
I'm having
shots fired.
I'm having to give him reminder receipts on everything we've talked about. He
Maybe he's
snores.
sick of her too.
He's probably purposely forgetting. Uh,
Hmm.
he snores while awake, literally. His face and hair smell so bad to me, anyways. I'm pretty sure it's just his body oils. When he wants attention, he gets really immature and starts talking in a baby voice. He
Ew.
and this one, he leaves boogers and skin flakes in and around the sink. I could go on with more examples, but let's not keep you here forever. We've talked about every single one of these things and more. If there could be a medical issue, he's been to a doctor, everything is fixable, but it's not being fixed. I I know I'm not perfect, but these things seem to irritate me to my core. I feel like
Mm.
screaming at the top of my lungs, bashing my head through a wall. That's dramatic, but I feel desperate. This cannot be the rest of my life. How do I get over this, or what can we further do so we can live happily the rest of our lives?
Have an affair.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and cheat. Maybe a lesbian affair.
Ooh,
Um, yeah, I think she might need a little scissoring going on there.
scissor be timbers.
Yeah, and start spraying him down with a hose because it seems like he's a stinky. Yeah,
Oh,
maybe he's doing it on purpose to get rid of her.
right.
You ever think about
Right.
that? She's complaining about him. He's silently complaining about her.
I don't. How do you snore while you're wide awake?
Maybe he has sleep apnea. You
Yes.
know, you can just be it can just be him sitting there and all of a sudden he's just snoring, breathing heavy.
My dad, God rest his soul, he,
Mm,
I don't know why we used to call it tight skin disease, but that dude could fall asleep sitting straight up. Mind you, he worked third shift and always, like, fought having a normal sleep schedule, but I definitely thought he probably had sleep apnea too, but she mentioned about the bad memory, and that is also a sign of sleep apnea, so I'm wondering,
mhm. Yeah. See, I
but
just diagnosed him.
well, she says that he's been to doctors and everything's fixable, but it's not being fixed. So it sounds like he
He
knows what
doesn't want
needs
it
to
to
be
be fixed.
done. Right.
Right, and he doesn't want it to be fixed. He wants her to go away. That's what it is.
Maybe instead of going through all that, just say I want a divorce at this point.
Hey,
But
yeah, you guys have been together since high school?
yeah.
Ugh,
And they're 40 years old now. That's a long time.
that's a long time. It's time to give up, start anew. You've got a whole nother life ahead of you. You can 20 more years with somebody else.
You need to go to one of the Diddy parties, that swinger lifestyle, you know? Maybe you need to invite a
Mm,
couple extra people in that bed.
exactly. Somebody might throw an ecstasy pill in your mouth. You never know.
Ma.
God,
Uh So on to the next one here. This one is, am I the asshole for ordering alcohol? They,
no?
I know. So they go on to say, I'm currently on a solo trip in Tenerife, which is, I had to look it up. It's in the Canary Islands.
Oh, okay.
All inclusive to save having to look, all inclusive to save having to look for places to eat by myself. The hotel has a club style seating, meaning that all tables are tables of 8 and people get sat together. Apparently, it's to encourage a sense of community and conversation. I mean, that sounds
Gross.
like a nightmare. Yeah.
You're right.
Give me that little
Gross.
private booth all by myself. So last night, I was seated first and had a glass of wine. A family of 5 got seated at my table, 2 adults and 3 children. I mean, sounds like
Okay,
hell
already.
already.
Okay. Just place the bottle on the table. Thank you.
Yeah. The mother turned to me and said, "We do not wish to expose our children to women drinking alcohol." I smiled and said, "Perhaps they should ask to move tables if it was an issue, but I would be drinking the wine." They noticed I
Thank
was
you.
on right. They noticed I was on my own and made passive aggressive comments about it. I went up to get food, and on return, the wine had disappeared. A
No.
Yeah. Already a fight about to start. So a waiter came over and asked to see my wristband, my wrist, sorry. A waiter came over and asked to see my wristband for the all
Baltimore,
inclusive.
Maryland?
Yeah. For the all, because like they have like to indicate that they're in the all inclusive. Uh,
Right.
and said the family had told them I was underage and must have sneaked away from my parents.
What? Oh, God.
He was very apologetic and returned with a fresh glass of wine just as the family
Beautiful.
came back with their food. So,
Beautiful.
am I the asshole for then requesting the waiter to bring me the full bottle along with a couple of shots of vodka?
Hell yeah. Yes.
The family stormed out
Not
of the
all
restaurant.
heroes wear capes.
Was it Jason Momoa vodka though? So
Man,
the family stormed out the restaurant when I drank the
good.
shots as they arrived at the table.
Bye. I'm glad. Take it to the head. Take it to the head. No, she's not the asshole. She is a hero.
I need a hero.
I'm holding. Oh, okay. Go ahead, sir.
I mean, like, I,
No, she's not the
like,
asshole. The family was the asshole. Sorry.
right? I've been like, oh, you don't want the kids to see a woman drink? Let me show you how a real woman drinks.
Oh, exactly.
Woo.
Let me show you how your mama should drink. Wow.
Maybe that's
Hell
why she's
yeah.
so
Wine,
uptight.
shots of vodka. Damn. That's what I'm talking about, girl. I love it.
It sounds like a weekend with
Not the
you.
asshole. It sounds like a regular Tuesday night.
Have you ever gone to a resort like that or all inclusive like that?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, I've never encountered anything like that, but yeah, I have.
I
Yeah,
mean,
keep bringing them.
yeah, I haven't, but I'm like, if I were to do like a resort trip like that, I'd probably want the all inclusive. Like, I don't want to fumble around with like
Exactly.
paying for anything. Like, just keep it coming, keep it
Oh, just
coming.
keep it coming. Exactly. I paid all this money for it. You better keep it coming. My glass should never be empty, right?
Meanwhile, Fred and Martha over there with their three
With
brats staring at me.
their judgmental looks. I'd be like, shots for the whole table.
Kids, how
Shots
old are
on
you?
me. You gotta learn it somewhere.
Get some shot glasses with the Kool-Aid for the kids. We're gonna practice.
Exactly. Ugh. Ooh, my lord.
Uh,
Yeah, no, not the asshole at all.
well, with that, that's all I had.
That's, I think, enough. Thank you very much.
Well, it's I guess like if it's Diddy at your table and he orders a round of shots, maybe think twice about that. You don't
Hell
want to
no. Let's go all in. Let's get this freak off started.
listen. I want to wake up in a kiddie pool full of baby oil, wrestling
Mm.
some dude in a pink thong or something. I don't know. Not the sound effects. But thank you everyone again for all the likes, comments, loving the interaction. Again, thank you so much. Please like, share, get the word out there. We'd love to bring our brand of advice out to the masses. So yeah, anything
Thank you very much.
who is it? Morgan Freeman. Any final words, Morgan?
Hey, when the baby all comes out, rub it all over.
Oh my goodness. And on that note, bye.
Bye.